The camera, an instrument that captures emotions like never before. Be it happy, sad, or shocked. It clicks whatever is in front of it, no matter how big, how small, how fast, or how slow. Slow, slow, slow. Ah, there it is. But for this, you need to know how to get the perfect picture. Ta-da! You gotta change that. Ta-da! For this, you need to know three basic terms: the aperture, the shutter speed, and the ISO. Any professional DSLR gives you the liberty to change the values for all the three. But before changing the values, you should know what they mean. Let's start with the aperture. It looks something like this, and it controls the amount of light entering the camera and is expressed in f numbers. Lower the f number, larger the aperture and more bright the image will be. Higher the f number, smaller the aperture and more dark the image will be. The aperture is directly related to the depth of field. Lower the f number, larger the aperture and more blur the background and foreground will be. Higher the f number, smaller the aperture and more clear the background and foreground will be. Now let's talk about shutter speed. It stands for the length of time a camera shutter is open to expose light into the camera sensor. Fast shutter speed, say 1/1000th of a second, will freeze any action. Medium shutter speed, say 1/50th of a second, will just start to give blurred images. And as you keep pushing the shutter speed value up, you will reach the slower shutter speeds. That is anything above 1 second, and you'll get completely blurred images. Shutter speed also affects the exposure. High shutter speed, lower the exposure. Low shutter speed, higher the exposure. Next is the ISO, which is the level of sensitivity of your camera to available light. Low ISO means a clean image. High ISO means a noisy image. So, now that you know the three pillars of photography, just get your focus right and click.